physical preparation and focus. Let's talk about focus. I want you to just stretch. Start with stretching all over your body first. You can hang like a rag doll. And when you hang like a rag doll, your head needs to be hanging. Breathe into this, and as you come up, you're going to come up vertebrae by vertebrae, and maybe you've seen this before. Your feet are shoulder width apart, and your head is last to come up. After my head comes up, I like to bring the arms up. Breathe, keep breathing, and then bring the arms down to the sides and kind of shake it out. Also, for focus and relaxation, I like to use a visual. It's kind of part of mindfulness. If you're familiar with mindfulness, just focusing on something, so in this case, a picture, any kind of picture that helps you to focus, and maybe you try some different ones with your choir. And breathe. You can try breathing in through the nose, in through the mouth, different ways. Make sure you're breathing into the belly area. You're doing a sort of like a yoga belly breath. And you're not using the shoulders or this area to help you breathe. For alignment and not posture, because maybe posture conjures up some funky words, some funky ideas, you really want your body to be aligned with the head, kind of like a bobblehead, but just natural. You don't want to be too arched over this way, and you definitely don't want this out, the neck, the chin. For relaxation, again, getting into the breathing and spaciousness part and stretching, I suggest pulling a little bit on these sternocleidomastoids. You can even have your students find their trachea, move it a little bit, make sure it's not cracking a ton, and if it is, they can practice that at home until it's not cracking. They can even pull down the hyoid. This is getting pretty deep in there, into the preparation. So I wouldn't do those kinds of things until you're way down the road. But just keep this head really relaxed. If you need to roll it or just bring it forward and back. Sometimes rolling is a little much. Whatever is going to get that head relaxed and kind of easy. On the vocal preparation, on initial phonation, it's stated in your document here that it's not note specific, and I agree with that. I would just start with some basic, if they can do lip trills, or use a straw if they can't do lip trills. This is not even on a note, it's just learning how to lip trill. Maybe keep the hands like this, or at the sides. And then start with some just non-note specific lip trills, or again with the straw. But don't forget to breathe from down here. Or a blowfish. As far as resonance, I always put my hand here and try to feel the resonance coming from the head a little bit and not the throat, because it's going to bypass your air's coming up through the throat and out. It's going to resonate through your resonators up in here, and I want to be able to get them up there, so I want to feel a little bit of the placement, maybe a little vibration right here. Just a hum. You're feeling it come kind of through here, right in here, and you want this really loose, and if it's not, go back, check the jaw, and check all of this, that it's open. We're getting into falsetto exploration and register consistency. You can keep your hand here to feel this vibration or to feel where the resonance is, and explore your falsetto. With a little bit bit of the blowfish. I think it helps to get up there without pressure. Again, the air is coming from here. You should not see tension in the neck. Range extension, both high and low. You want to do something maybe like a Louis, 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 going down. Louis, 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 Louis. I'm saying L-U-I, L-U-I, Louis, 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 not with a diphthong. Louis, 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 Louis. I'm doing a little bit at the end, but it's okay because I've already gotten to the I. Louis, 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 Louis. And when I get down to the bottom, I like to bring my hands here. I'm a soprano, and sometimes those low notes need me to kind of feel them, so you can bend a little bit into the top and the low. Louis, 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 Louis. Ooh, we're trying to look at vowels now. Ooh, and if you want consistent vowels, keep with one. Ooh, and really find that resonance in that vowel. Ooh, see, I'm getting a little higher. I'm going to switch to all the high parts. Oh, but I want to try and make it an Italian ah, not so far back. Oh, oh, try to keep my hands here. As far as expression and dynamics and expressive markings, I like to try take your different vowels and try to do a mezza di voce with the different vowels. If they seem a little wonky, go with a straight tone first, and then add that little warmth of, if you want a vibrato in your song, go with the vibrato, but start with maybe a straight tone if it's feeling a little weird to them. You want to kind of feel, they want to feel this kind of widen up in here and kind of go up this way through this tunnel of air, straight up and maybe a little bit back, but first this way, especially with that ah. And musicianship is part of that skill building. Diction. Oh, I didn't do diction. So with diction, I like to just even just feel the tip of my tongue up here on the roof of my mouth to just start and you want it on the tip of that tongue, and you want the vowel to come straight off of that, straight off of the consonant. So you don't want to stick on the consonant too much unless you have an Italian double consonant. Otherwise, you want that sound like Louis, 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 Louis. You want to get off of that L and get straight to the vowel, and it has to be right on the tip to do that. And then let go of that tongue, and don't have tongue tension, and don't have any tension in here. If you need to speak your text, I don't have a text in front of me. This says stay safe, stay connected. You can have your students, if you want to loosen up their diction, if it's too tight from doing pop music, just go and try to talk some of their stuff without any, without using too much diction, because sometimes that gets overdone. You want some, but not too much. So let's see what else. Solfege with no notation. So you can just practice your solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, would say let them take breaths wherever they need them while you're doing that. Let them focus on their breath. And then you can try to smooth out that notation and try to get them to extend their breath a little bit through the solfege while they're doing. I like to do two hands if they can. And if they're holding their music, obviously they cannot do that. And then as far as anything else, repertoire specific exercises are fantastic. So you take your repertoire and you make your own, you notate and make your own your own exercises out of the repertoire that you're singing. So if there are certain passages that you're singing and I don't have the music in front of me that you're singing, you want to make some different exercises that work on those categories of expression that you need to work on through your own exercises, which is super fun. And then I see that in between the categories above, you can yawn or sigh to alleviate tension. Oh, I like the sigh myself. Ah, and you can try to go up higher and go as high as you want and as low as you want without tension. Without tension. The yawn I'm getting away from a little bit myself. I do like to yawn, but sometimes it pulls me back a little bit too far, so it depends on the repertoire again that you're using. Oh, start high to low. If your chest voice is an issue, avoid ascending patterns. Yes, amen to that. So you want to start high to low. I agree that that's why I started the Louis on a high and go low, even going up. And if the L is in the way, you want to take it out. And start moving to vowels as you go up to get the consonant out of the way and get them used to just opening up the vowels. And I think that's it. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you guys